That's it with the pleasantries. Find a space. We're going to crack on. We've got an absolute humdinger for you this evening. You're going to need a little bit of space around you, but that is it. That's all you're going to need. And maybe your dancing shoes. Maybe. Okay. In the space that you're in, standing with your feet hip width apart, you're going to reach right up towards the ceiling, drop down into a fold, and then place hands on the floor and step back into that long plank position. From that long plank position, you want a downward dog where we're just pressing down through into the heels, keeping the knees nice and soft. Nice, good. Nice and slowly through to the top of that plank, and then we step one foot up towards the hand. So we're in this position here. Drop the back knee to the floor and see if you can get that elbow pointing down towards the ankle, the foot even touching the floor. Slowly turn it up to the ceiling. Point the elbow to the ceiling, making sure that your torso is turned in towards that knee. And we're just going to open that knee 5 times. Lovely. Good stuff. Step, bring the back knee off the floor, step that foot back, change up the sides, drop the back knee down towards the floor. So I'm here, and I'm going to point that elbow down towards the foot. If I can rest the forearm on the floor, that's awesome. Then I point the elbow to the ceiling, turning my torso towards my front knee. I'm slowly going to press that knee out, getting that hip open. 5 big rotations. Then I step, bring that knee around, so I'm now on all fours. In that all four position, what I want you to do, take one hand off the floor, reach through underneath the body, and then turn and open the torso away from the arm that's on the floor. Get 5 reps. You want to get a little bit more through your thoracic spine, you can just slide the hand forward, okay? Once you've got 5 on one side, we change it over and we get 5 on the other. Awesome. Lovely job. Planting the feet underneath, come back up into that long plank position. And we're going to get a shoulder tap, 1 press up, okay? 3 times through. So it'll look like front on, shoulder tap, 1 press up, shoulder tap, 1 press up, and get 1 more time. Beautiful. Drop to the knees, take your time coming up onto your feet, and we're going to warm up the hips and the legs, get them fired up now, okay? 1 forward lunge, 1 side lunge, 1 backward lunge. Keeping 1 leg planted on the floor all the time. So I'm going to use my left leg first, and I'm going to do 1 forward lunge, 1 sideways lunge, 1 reverse lunge. Same again, forward lunge, sideways lunge, always coming back to both feet under the body, reverse lunge. 1 more time. Awesome. Once I'm done, I'll do exactly the same on the other side. So now my right leg is the moving leg, and how I'm going to do this is 1 forward lunge, 1 sideways lunge, 1 reverse lunge. Forward, side, reverse. 1 more time. Fantastic. Nicely done. All right, catch your breath, grab a drink, and I'll explain what we're doing today. It's a tough one today. So, we got a little fancy little squat variation to try and spike our heart rate a little bit, okay? So, we're going to squat, then do a standing toe touch, okay? So, the squat is a regular old squat. I plant my feet in my favorite squat position For me, that's the outside of my shoulder equals roughly the inside of my foot. My knees are pointing somewhere to about 11 and 1. You may be slightly wider, but wherever your toes go, that's where your knees are going to go, okay? You do one squat, one alternate toe tap, squat, toe tap, squat, jump. That's the 3 cycle, okay? So it'll look like squat, toe tap, squat, toe tap, squat, jump. And I can go straight into the next round after the jump, okay? Jump doesn't have to be high, we want it nice and rhythmical. If you forget where you are in the cycle, it doesn't matter, just carry on from where you think you are, okay? It's totally irrelevant, we just need to get the work done, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, we're going to look for a seated leg raise, okay? You can go with the hands behind if you need to lean back on it some more. That's completely fine. The more upright you're sitting, the harder it's going to be to pick those feet up off the floor, okay? It gets even harder when you bring the hands in front of the body and you start to compress. That makes it very challenging to pick the legs off the floor straight, okay? So choose your body angle. If you're leaning back, you're going to hit the upper abdominals a bit more as well. And you will feel this through your quads and your hip flexors as well. It's completely natural, okay? That's number 2, seated leg raises. This is where the fun really starts. So, we've got a straight arm burpee, okay, which means we're not doing press-ups, but you'll see why in a second. So the straight arm burpee is exactly that, okay? I come down through the squat, place my hands on the floor, kick out, back, and jump. Now, that's the base version. We've also got the single arm version today. Yes, I've had plenty of time to think about this. Okay, so I'm going to squat down, hand in the center, kick back, in, jump. Down, switch, in, up. So unlike the stability of 2 arms, we don't just want to dive straight into it here. You're going to need to come down, plant that hand, then kick the feet back, stay strong and tight, in, and jump. Okay? If you're going to go single arm, control it, really make sure we're squatting down to get our hand on the floor before we kick the feet back, okay? But remember, you can just do a normal straight arm burpee. Then we've got a press up variation, okay? So what we're looking for, I'll show you where we're aiming for, and then we can step back from there if we need to. Regular press up position. I'm going to step forward with one arm, and Spider-Man press up and back. Now the full version would be knee and foot off the floor. If I can't do that, the next one down is to put my foot down and then press and back. And then obviously I would change sides. If I really need to, okay, what I would do is step forward, bring the foot up and also drop the knee if I need to. I can drop the back knee, bring the foot forward. Okay, so there's multiple ways of getting that. Whichever hand steps forward, it's the opposite knee that comes up because that makes it easier to get the hand to the knee. So whichever hand goes forward, that's the knee you'll drop if you need to. Go nice and slow, get coordination first, then we can build the intensity, okay? We got 5 rounds of this today. Loads of time to perfect it and get it right. Just those 4 exercises, okay? First round though is 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds rest, so that we can get things right and use it as an additional warm-up round, all right? Good. Grab a drink, make sure you've got it close to hand. We're going to start in 30 seconds, okay? Squat and kick to start, squat, toe touch. So remember, some of them are simple. So the first 2 are quite simple. There's obviously a bit of coordination required with this first one. But once you get it done, you'll be fine. We're going in 10 seconds. So find your squat position. Squat, toe tap, squat, jump. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I squat, standing kick, squat, opposite toe touch, squat, jump. I'm going to land, get my next squat, making sure I'm balanced. As I get used to it, if you watch my squat, jump, I'm landing straight into that next one. I'm not rushing. 3, 2, 1, time there. Good. All right. 30 seconds of rest. We're going to be down on the floor now for our seated leg raises. Good. Down you come. So remember with this, the more upright you are, the harder this is going to be because you're in a more compressed position. 10 seconds. So you might want to start leaning back on it slightly. 3, 2, 1. Away we go. So in that position, I can look for my leg raises. I can be sitting upright and working more of a pike. If I'm really struggling, I'm going to sit right back and I'm going to work on a seated crunch instead, where I'm actually bending the knees and bringing the knees into my chest. Good. Whichever variation you've gone with, you've got 10 seconds to go. Remember, you can even be flatter if you need to make it a little bit less challenging. 2, 1, that's time there. Good stuff. All right, that's 2 down. Back onto our feet. We've got our straight arm burpees next. Okay, so remember we're hands down to the floor, kick the legs out without the hips sagging. Bring the feet back in into a jump, all right? And then there's the single arm version of that as well. With the single arm version, that hand's going to want to go right in midline when you put it down, okay? 3, 2, 1, away we go. So a double hander is hands down, kick the feet back, bring them back in and jump. Single arm's exactly the same, except I'm here. Good. Making sure in that extended position that your hips don't drop. Good stuff. Keep pumping out the reps. 3, 2, 1. Last time. All right. Press ups. Remember, we step one hand forward. We bring the opposite knee up as we're in the press. Okay. If you need to drop the knee as well, you can do. I'll show you all the variations as we go. 10 seconds. So I'm starting in my press up position. 3, 2, 1, away we go. I step one forward, knee up. I try and keep the foot off the floor if I can. Or when I step forwards, I can put the knee, I can put the foot down to offset some of the weight as I press. I can even drop my back knee if I really need to. Three, 2, 1, time. Whew. One round done. Start again in a minute. We're going to extend it out to 40 seconds now though, okay? "40 seconds. And we start in just under 40 seconds. So 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds rest on this second set. Okay? So you should have an idea now of which variations of some of those you're going to use. Getting ready to go in 15 seconds. Alrighty. Squat, toe touch, squat, jump. 40 seconds of work. Ready in 3, 2, 1. Away we go. I squat, tap, squat, tap, squat, jump, squat, tap, squat, tap, squat, jump, squat, tap. So the kick doesn't need to be incredibly high. We're just looking for the compression. Getting a bit of standing core work. You can bend the knee as much as you need to. Nearly done. 3, 2, 1. Time there, 40 seconds. Good job. Seated leg raises next. Remember, there's loads of options with that. 10 seconds. Hit the deck. Get in the position that you'd like to be in. 3, 2, 1. Away we go. So I can be leaning right back here to get my leg raises in. I can be sitting much more upright. That'll shorten the range. The further forward I go with my hands, the more of a challenge it is to pick my feet up off the floor. If you're struggling with any of those, you can lean it back and we can be working in a seated crunch position where you're actually pulling your knees in towards your chest. What we don't want to be is dumped and rounded through our lower back. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, last time. We got our straight down burpee variation now. Oof, this is turning into a tough one. Get ready. 5 seconds. Remember, you go double arm or single arm with this, just take your time. Ready? 3, 2, 1, away we go. I'm going to squat down, put that hand down, kick back, in and up. As I'm kicking those feet back, I'm making sure my hips aren't dropping and I'm not rotating. If I'm struggling with that, I'm just going to go with the double arm, okay? Which is absolutely fine, it's much safer. Just less than 15 seconds to go. Good. Time there. Whew. Good job. Okay. The press-up variation, remember, there's quite a few here. If you're struggling with the mountain climb, a bit of this, just stick with a regular push-up, guys, okay? Down we go. Ready in 3, 2, 1, away we go. Good. Making sure that we coordinate which hand and knee comes up. Remembering that you can put the foot down if you want to. You can also put the trailing knee down in that press position. Good stuff. You're almost done. 3, 2, 1. Time there. Whew. 2 rounds done. That was tough. Some complicated stuff in it this evening. This next round we're going for 45. Sorry. Not sorry. Loads of time though. Promise. Just over a minute. I'm having this slightly longer rest on this round because we're going to work for more in the next round. So we want to have a little bit more recovery time to do that. So remember, focus on the movement quality, okay? You'll get out of breath anyway, okay? These are challenging from a stability, a balance, a coordination perspective. So there's a lot we've got to try and marry up, okay? Getting ready for the squats. We've got 20 seconds. Okay, 10. Squat position. What's the leg fit ins? 3, 2, 1. Squat, toe tap, squat, toe tap, squat, jump. Making sure that when you land that jump, you don't want the knees to collapse. We don't want to land twisted, okay? So everything's nicely lined up here. Drive off 2 legs to stand and then get that touch. Good, 20 seconds to go. Making sure you stay balanced, guys, okay? It's no good trying to squat if we're falling to one side. land, squat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. There's only 15 seconds of rest. We're down for our seated leg raises. This rest is not going to feel like much rest. It's just transition time. 3, 2, 1. Away we go. So, depending on where you put your hands, will dictate your body shape, your body position, and how hard it is for you to lift those legs off the floor. So if you need to be sitting right back, and all you've got is this alternating leg raise, that's fine. If you can manage a double with a knee tuck, great. If we're here, fantastic. Okay, and then we're starting to close that body position off. Good, keep it going. Stay tight, keep tension through the legs. You need to squeeze the quads. 5 seconds to go. And time there. Whew. Up to your feet. The burpee variation. Remember, either double arm or single arm. Three, 2, 1. Away we go. So the double arm is just a regular old burpee. Straight arm though, okay? Jump at the top. Remembering that you can go single arm. You need good solid support here so that we don't drop on that shoulder, we don't bend the arm. Step in, jump, switch sides. Making sure that when you kick back, everything stays nice and straight so there's no drop, no sway into the sides. Oh. Keep working, guys. Making sure we get full extension of the legs. Okay, so we're not just shortening that step. 3, 2, 1, time. Getting ready for the press-up variation. Whew. Get ready, down we go. 3, 2, 1, away we go. Whichever hand I step forward first, it's the opposite knee. And then I drop into that press up and step back. Making sure that if I want to put the foot down, I can. And then if I really need to drop the knee, I can drop the knee. Stay with it. Keep control. Keep the depth. If I'm really starting to struggle, guys, I'm just going to hit regular press-ups, focusing on good solid technique. 3, 2, 1, timer. Nice. Good job. Nice. Well done, guys. Alrighty. Round 4 coming up. I promised you 5, remember? Good news is, rest is longer here because we want to be fresh to tackle every round, okay? As we get tired, all the metabolites build up, all the waste products build up in the body. We need a chance for the body to shuttle some of that out to readdress the pH balance because of the acidosis that happens, but I'm getting geeky on you. We're just going to be more recovered, ready to go for the next round. Just under a minute. I'm going to let you pick your work and rest time now, all right? So we've done 30-30, we've done 40-20, we've done 45-15. That's as much as we need to do, all right? And you can chop and change different exercises. The press-up's incredibly difficult if you don't have the upper body strength, okay? So you might only want to do 30 seconds on the press-up variation. The core can be really challenging for some. Pick and choose the time domain that's really going to allow you to do good quality, high intensity work. 25 seconds, starting with the squats. All right, 2 rounds to go. Ten seconds. 5. Ready, 2, 1, here we go. We squat, toe tap, toe tap, squat and jump. Making sure that you're standing up all the way in that squat, so we're not trying to kick out low. I'm standing up tall and then asking a lot of my core. Here. Good. Put on my jump squat. Good stuff. About 10 seconds to go now. Three, two, one. Last time. Straight down to the floor. I didn't give you the 30 or the 40, did I? If you've got your own time to go in, that's great. I'm having too much fun on the squats. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So pick your position that you know you're going to be able to get the work done. If you pick a hard one and you only get the 30 seconds, if you want to carry on, just change where we're doing it. So if you're starting really deep and it's hard there, you can finish off further back. If you need to finish on tucks because your core is fatiguing, that's also fine. We're only 20 seconds in now. And like I said, you can just be working single leg, single leg. A single leg, you can probably sit up a little bit straighter. Okay? But pick what's working for you. Less than 10 now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's time. Onto your feet for the single arm burpee or the double arm burpee. No press up required, remember, because the press ups are tough today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, good quality movement. Making sure that that kickback is a good solid kickback. Okay, we don't want to see hips sagging through towards the floor. So I'm really focusing on a good plank position out here. Good stuff. You're now at the 30-second mark. If you've still got more in the tank, keep going. That's the 40-second mark. 3, 2, 1, time. Press ups are coming next. Not much time though. 5 seconds. Pick your press up and work with that. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Away we go. Step one hand forward. Bring the knee up. Remembering that you can put that foot down if you need to. Also remembering if the foot goes down, you can drop the back knee. Once you finish the press up, pop back to here. If you're struggling with that last variation, I want you to revert to a regular push-up. Okay? That's just over 30 seconds gone there, guys. And the regular press-up gets massively overlooked as a strength building exercise. Let's make sure we're doing them really well. Time. Time. Whew. Nicely done. Okay. 1 round to go. Oh, look at all these latecomers on Instagram. Don't worry, guys, if you've come late, this will be posted straight away. So if you're at home and you want to do it by about 10 past 8, it should be online for you. Guys who see it on YouTube, it'll probably be on Thursday morning. All right, 1 round to go, guys. Just over 30 seconds. So just maintain the quality of the movement, keep working hard, but also keep working safely, okay? Guys on Zoom, obviously I can see you guys on Instagram, I can't, all right? So make sure all the variations I'm giving that you're using, the one that allows you to do the movement as well as you possibly can. Into position, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat position. I squat, toe tap, squat, toe tap, squat and jump. Yeah. Remember, from the squat jump, I can drop straight into my next squat. And if, like me, you just had a bit of a brain fart and you can't think about what you should be doing, just pick up wherever your body tells you to. Good stuff. Keep rocking it. We're at the 30-second mark now, but I shouldn't think anybody's stopping at 30 seconds today. Come on. Keep it going. If you find you're kicking across a little bit, that's fine. That's just to do with your hamstring ability. 3, 2, 1, done. Last time. Down to the floor for your seated leg raises. Three, two, one. Come on then. So you pick your variation. Remembering that we don't want to be dumping through your lower back too much. Trying to keep the chest up no matter what variation you're doing. Put that load into the legs, up through the hip flexors, into the trunk. Pushing down into the floor. The further forward your hands are, the harder it will be. So let's think about the body position. If I've got my hands behind me, then you're really going to struggle to feel a great deal. Okay? 40 on. Remembering that you can be working it as a crunch as well. 3, 2, 1, time. Burpee time. This is it, guys. The final round we're on. Let's go. Remember, it's a double arm or a single arm, straight arm burpee. 3, 2, 1. So the double is a regular old kick the legs out, finish with the hips shoulder height, not sagging. Jump in, squat up, then change over, and jump, change over, and up. Keep that going. Doing a great job. Awesome stuff. Keep that going. 25 seconds in. Stay with it. 35 on the clock. That's 40 gone. Remember, if I'm going with a single arm. And time. Good job. All right, guys, here it comes. Big finish with the Spider-Man press-ups. Let's see what you've got in the locker. Into position 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. You know your variation by now. Making sure that if you need to put that foot down, you put the foot down. If you need to drop the knee, drop the knee. If you're really struggling with that, you're going to find yourself doing regular old press-ups. Just keep pumping them out till the end. 25 gone. Let's keep things rocking. Just checking on the time. That's 40 on the clock. Here we go, last 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Whew. Excellent job. Well done, guys. Oh, tough one for a Monday. Tough one for any day of the week. Some really difficult stuff in there today. But that's okay. We don't mind that. It's done. We've ticked the box. 30 minutes physical activity. Boom, raised heart rates. Moving the body in all kinds of different directions and challenging it with balance and umpteen different things. I'm too tired to explain it anymore. Good job. Alrighty. We are going to do one quick little bit of a yoga flow down onto the floor and then we will be done. Nothing major that we need to stretch this evening. Okay, so we're going back to our standing fold. Feet underneath the hips. Get centered. Reach up nice and tall. Bring the arms down. Tuck the chin. let the shoulders round, and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, start to roll the body down, reaching down the legs until I'm hanging. And then we let the weight go. Slight bend in the knees if you need to, but I've got nothing, no tension in the arms. My head's hanging heavy towards the floor. I'm taking a few breaths. Good. Bend the knees, take the hands to the floor. Step back into that long plank, and let's just have one nice down dog. Slight bend of the knees, pushing one heel down to the floor at a time. Getting some length through the hamstring and the calves. Good, and nice and slowly rock back through to that long plank. Drop down to the knees and unhook the feet. Take your knees out super, super wide and bring your toes together. And then sit your weight back through towards your heels. And reach the hands out in front. And just breathe here. Keeping the hips pressed back, but also walking the hands away. All right, you want to have the hands as far away from the hips as you can. And I just want you to come up onto your fingertips here, okay, like you've got a tennis ball under both hands. Lift your eyes to look at your hands and see if you can't get your chest through towards the floor a little bit more without your hips rocking too far forwards. Hands flat to the floor. Slowly walk your hands back in. Monday done.